Hey everyone, welcome back to this week's edition of the Maconi Setup Shop A-Fix Tutorials. Today we are looking at the classic Kentucky Speedway to begin this brand new season of iRacing. So sit back, strap in, and let's get to it. First thing to get into with this video is shifting in this car. You will be shifting on the front straightaway at least into fifth gear around the start finish line, uh, and then you want to downshift back into fourth gear going into turn one. Um, I've tried doing it without shifting. If you just hold fifth gear all the way around the racetrack, you're just really slow because it's so bogged down off of two, and you just don't have any momentum going down the back straightaway. And if you try to hold fourth gear, you start chipping just past the start finish line. So you've got a whole lot of room that you're chipping and just giving up time. Another thing to discuss with you is the lines here. Now, turn one, as far as I remember it being, and at least what it feels like to me, you still want that wide arc into one. You want to get down to that yellow line, or try to. And if you do it right, as you get to the yellow line, you should be able to just get back in the gas right away and track out to the wall with no problems. Um, the problem is if you get into it too soon, you push the nose. If you wait too long, you're just really slow in the center and the car's pointing down the hill. So if you get in the gas too late, it could get loose because you're either going to hit the apron or you just have a lot of wheel in it trying to get it down still. It's important to be patient, um, feel what the car is doing. Last season, it was pretty noticeable what cold tires would do uh, early in a run. You know, you'd feel like you were on ice. Well, to me, at least for the first few laps, like it still feels like you're on ice, but it just feels like a really pushing feeling where instead of being really, really loose on cold tires, if you're not careful, at least here it feels like really tight on fresh tires. So if you get in the gas too soon, it feels like the nose is just a mile in the air. So just something to keep an eye on and be careful for earlier in the race because I think you might see a lot of people pushing, trying to be aggressive. Uh, Turn three, as you've noticed, I've been running a few different lines already. I think the bottom in three and four is going to be the best way to save tires because it's going to force you to slow down, not have a whole lot of wheel input in it. I think the bottom is slower. I think if you really want to abuse your tires, you can make the bottom pretty fast, but I think you're just going to melt your tires. The trick around Kentucky, at least from what I always remember and what I was taught, is this second lane here. Uh, this groove right here that I'm running, if you can get your right sides just under this dotted white line, that's where all the speed feels to me. You get such an incredible run off the corner. As you can see, we just completed lap 6, and that was our fastest lap. You just get such a run off the corner and carry so much momentum, and it's always been that way. The problem is with that extra speed, you're kind of burning your tires up, and you're also doing this in fourth gear, so you got a lot of RPM, which means like if you get loose a little bit or like get out of control, um, you put yourself at a greater risk to spin out. So that's why I think it's better to run the bottom in three and four for a number of laps, save your stuff, and then when you're ready to go up to the top, you should be flying around three and four. Uh, this lap here, I believe I'm going to go back to the bottom in three and four just to kind of demonstrate the speed difference, just to show you. No, maybe not. I tried a little lower line here in three and four and got over the bumps. The last few laps or the last couple laps, I know for a fact I run the top, so it'll be interesting to know because when we switch to the in car, it'll be on the top of three and four, so that you guys can get a perspective from that view and kind of visualize what you want to see when you're going through that corner. So again, shifting from fourth to fifth on the front straightaway around the start finish line, and then you're downshifting into turn one, and then you're holding fourth gear all the way around the rest of the racetrack. As the run goes on, if you're 30, 40 laps in, you might be able to run fourth gear only. I don't know how much the speed's going to fall off. We've yet to see how much speed or how much difference in speed we're going to see. Uh, that's all new with this oval refresh. I hope you guys are incredibly excited for the dynamic track surface because I know I am. I just hope it works, and I hope the tire model uh, falls off enough to where we can make it work. That'll be a really interesting thing to talk about in these videos, places that you can drive around. I wouldn't recommend going any higher than 3 lanes in 3 and 4, but that's just me. So with that, that's 10 laps completed here from the external view. Now we're going to switch to the in-car camera so that you guys can get a perspective around the racetrack from inside the car. Okay, guys, that'll do it for this week's video. A little something different. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys like to see all 10 laps from the external view and then demonstrate the last lap on the in-car, or if you guys prefer to do it the way that I've been doing it, where I just do uh, the 10 laps all in a sequence and switch to the in-car as we're completing that ninth lap. Just trying to do something a little different, see if you guys like it. If you do, I'll keep doing this. If not, I'll go back to what I was doing. If you found that this video was helpful, please consider leaving a like. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the Maconi YouTube Setup Shop channel so that you can see these videos every Monday once they're released. All right, guys, best of luck this week, and we'll see you out on the track.